Hello, and we are back. It is Mckee in the house, broadcasting since 1994. You're listening to KPSU Portland's College Radio, streaming worldwide 24/7 at kpsu.org. And you can download the KPSU app at the Google Play Store if you have an Android, and AppTune TuneIn app if you are listening on a iPhone. So I just want to thank you, PSU TV, for helping us put Li-Fi together like this. You can watch it on their channel, on their YouTube channel, or their Facebook. We want to thank Portland State Professional Sound for the equipment and helping us out. And now I'm going to hand it over to Rochelle.
You'll see a lightning bolt symbol.
Hello, this is DJ Rochelle here on KPSU, Portland's college radio station. And today live in the studio, I am joined by Amber Russell and CJ. Forgive me, CJ, I just spaced on your last name.
Hawley. Yeah.
Okay, for anyone looking up your music, how do you spell that last name, CJ?
Hawley. It's super weird. You won't remember it.
Well, thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. I have basically the sandwich now of amazing fingerstyle guitarists on both sides of me now.
Yeah.
This is a real treat.
Sandwich. Finger foods.
Yes, finger foods. I like how you put that. And, of course, thank you to PSU TV and Portland State Professional Sound. You guys are amazing. Appreciate your help. So who is starting today?
And Curtis will start with his songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you like to start with today?
I'll start with a song called Day Trip off of the EP that I just finished recording. Did it myself, actually. Have it right here.
Boom.
Ooh, pretty.
Boom. It's very, very pretty. It's very, very shiny.
Where can people find it?
It will be released this weekend on Sunday. When it does come out, you'll be able to find it on Spotify and all the other online stores. So it should be everywhere. Amazon, all.
If someone wants a physical copy of that CD, where should they go?
They should message me on Facebook.
See, that's where they need the last name spelling.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I have a bunch of physical copies, and yeah, you can find them on there. And if you're in the area, this Sunday night, the release show is at the White Eagle on February 18th at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a great lineup. My buddy Dallas, David Ochoa, is releasing his EP as well.
Nice.
So that's going to be a great night. So come on down.
Okay, so the name of the track you said was Daydream?
Day Trip.
Day Trip.
Day Trip.
Okay, let's hear about that day trip.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. So Day Trip is off the album. Have one more for you.
Yes.
For now, and this one is called Pompeii. It's actually a cover song from the band Bastille.
Ooh, I love that song.
So it's a cover arrangement of that song. Again, it will not be singing. Let the guitar do the singing for me these days. All right, so this is Bastille. There you have it.
Woo!
Thank you.
Nice. That was awesome. I love that song too.
Yeah, it's a really great song. I've loved it for a long time, and ever since I started doing fingerstyle, I wanted to do some kind of cover, and that one just really stood out to me. So,
It's gorgeous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, all right. So switch gears a little bit here. I got to ask you some of the fun random questions now.
Oh, okay. Now I'm really in the hot seat.
I don't know. It's kind of squishy. No.
These are very comfortable chairs. I gotta say, I was
Yeah, I
surprised.
was kicking back.
Nice. In fact, our lovely Moxie, who introduced us earlier, was saying how nice it is just to sit and chill and zone out listening to your music. She's enjoying it. It's like a zen moment for her.
Very nice. That's what I'm going for. So.
I was just going to ask, is that sort of the general vibe you're going for, or what do you really hope to have people feel and hear when they listen to your music?
Music's always been a huge balancing kind of force for me in my life. Things get chaotic. So yeah, I hope to be able to share that a little bit and help people deal with the things that everybody has to deal with on a daily basis. You know.
Now, your fingerstyle guitar playing, it's a very unique style compared to other types of guitar playing. When did you first start playing around with this style?
I have to say, really dove into it about 2 years ago, this style. I've been playing guitar most of my life, probably about 16 years. But I took a little break in there for really being dedicated to it for about 5 years. So yeah, 2 years ago, I really decided to start learning it. The first fingerstyle guitarists that really caught my attention were Antoine Dufour, Andy Mckee. Anybody who's familiar with fingerstyle music will probably already loves them. And if you haven't heard of them, please do yourself a favor and go look them up. So yeah, I'd say about 2 years ago, and it's just developed from there.
Prior to that, was it mainly guitar that you played, or do you play other instruments?
I loosely play piano. I would not call myself a piano player, but there's always just been one in the house, so I'm comfortable working my way around, and I just enjoy it, have fun with it. Mostly guitar. And I've played a little bit of drums too, but it's from a past life. So.
Is that a distant past life or a recent past life?
It's a distant. It's been a long time. Again, I wouldn't put myself in the category. I respect real drummers too much to. I know you never hear guitar players say that, right? But yeah, no. I do appreciate all that. The background I think in drums and guitar has helped. Drums and piano has helped me kind of put a little bit of a different spin on the guitar playing as well. So.
I'm sure every band member, or actually every drummer in a band now, is probably going to go and clip this and send it to their bandmates and be like, "See, you can respect a drummer."
30-second clip. Yeah.
Right. Have you played in bands prior to this?
I played in a band just after high school for a little bit called Jesse Backwards. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Pat? What's up, Justin? You guys are awesome. We played around a little bit. That was a fun rock band. I played electric guitar backup. So it's been a long time since I picked up the electric, though.
You have a very pretty guitar here.
Thank you. I love this guitar.
Can you tell us more about this guitar?
Yes, it's a Taylor 30th anniversary. My best friend Tim sold this to me from Music Unlimited in Livermore, my hometown. When I bought this, I was working in a movie theater, making minimum wage, and I paid 3 times more for this than I did for my car at the time. So my car was a piece of junk, and I had this in the back, and it was a really financially irresponsible decision to buy this, but I'm really, really glad I did. So thank you, past Curtis, for being stupid with your money, so that future Curtis can have this. Yeah. I love it. And on the back of it here, I have the best, my favorite guitar toy that I've ever bought. It's called the Tonewood Amp. And the combination of this and the guitar is just a beautiful combination. This thing is amazing. If you play acoustic guitar at all, then please just go buy one. Don't even think about it. Basically, it takes your guitar signal, runs it into here, and sends effects right through the sound hole of your guitar. So you don't need to plug in to get some nice reverb sounds and delay and all kinds of nice effects. You can take it camping with you. It's a really inspirational little piece of gear. So I highly recommend it.
It's almost like having a pedal board without having the board.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Many a night spent by the fireplace with this little setup here.
And of course, you have the cute capo clipped on here.
Yes, this capo is amazing. I heard about Thalia capos a while back, and I'd kind of decided to just go for it. It was just from commercials that I saw online, but they appeared to be a really solid capo, and I really love it. This is the only one I use now. So
It looks like it has a wood finish to it.
it does. It has a nice little wood finish there. It's super durable. I never need to tighten it or anything. It does a great job.
It's always fun to kind of nerd out on gear a little bit.
Of course, yeah. We're all gear nerds at heart. So.
And you have this beautiful inlay on the guitar. Is that part of what attracted you to it, or what had first attracted you to this guitar in particular?
Well, at the time, it was the fanciest acoustic guitar at the shop that I like to go to. That I had a friend working at. So no, it's just beautiful. And from the first time I picked it up, it just had a beautiful tone. I actually almost sold it once, and when I had one of these moments where I thought I had to get rid of everything. So I'm really glad I didn't. Yeah, I'm glad I did not execute on that.
Or at least kept this piece.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so just once again want to plug, you've got a show at the White Eagle coming up.
Yep. Sunday night, White Eagle. Myself and Mr. Dallas David Ochoa are releasing our EPs. Dolan Lecklider is opening up for us. He's an awesome musician. You should check him out, and you should come to the show. It's going to be a great time.
What time does the show start?
7:00.
Okay, and what time do you go on?
Probably about 7:45, roundabout. You should come see everybody. It doesn't matter. Just come at 7.
Right, just to make sure they don't miss you.
Of course.
There you go. And they can find your music, all the usual online places, Spotify,
Yep. I mostly,
iTunes.
Yeah, I mostly run through the Facebook, but yeah, but the album will be on Spotify. Yep.
Okay. And do you have a preference where people find your music?
I am slacking, and I have not set up an actual website yet. So Facebook is the place to go. Yep, that's where I keep everything.
Is that also where to go about finding upcoming concerts and shows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything is posted there. So we live in Mark Zuckerberg's world. Who are we kidding, right? So it's all there.
There you go. Fun. All right, I'm going to turn over to Amber now.
Hey,
Hello, Amber.
how's it going? Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So we're going to hear a few songs from you next. Tell me, you've been here before. Tell me a little bit about where you've gone musically since last I saw you.
Well, since last time I was here, I've recently become endorsed and have a lot more sponsors than last time. I still have my favorite Elite acoustic speakers that I'm going to be using. But now I'm also with Thalia Capo, which he has over there. I won't be using my capo today, so I didn't bring it out. But I love the Thalia capos. They all have unique custom inlays, anything you like. And I'm now with Gopherwood Guitars here, which I'm very excited to be working with them. I've had the guitar for about a month, so I'm just now getting the feel of how she works, and it's really great. But yeah, there's been a lot of movement. I'm getting ready to go on tour. It starts in April, and I'll be gone for about 6 months. So I'm going to be everywhere. It's crazy. House shows, venues. I got a bunch of great artists that I'm going to be performing with throughout the country. So I'm really excited and nervous about that. Probably a lot of flat tires and weird stuff.
Yeah, 6 months is quite a bit of time to be on the road.
Yeah, but when you don't have a job, it's like, well, this is my job.
That's kind of what every musician really hopes for, though, is to have
Yeah.
enough sponsors to be able to just take off for 6 months.
Yeah, well, the sponsors, they help me with equipment and stuff, but like, doesn't feed you. But it's going to work out. It's going to be great. I've got a lot of great shows set up, and there's still more scheduling to be done right now. But yeah, it's really exciting.
Where should people go to find out about those upcoming gigs to see if you're coming to their town soon?
Okay, so all the information will be on my website in my either in the tour section or EPK. In the tour section, it still says pending schedule, but things are still coming together. I don't want to confirm anything yet, but if they just keep an eye on my social medias, I'll post on Instagram when the schedule's posted and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, and your Instagram handle is?
Amber Russell Music, music with a Z. And that's also how you find my website, .com. Yeah.
Right on. Okay, and I see you playing with, is that a capo or what do we have here?
Oh, this is just a tuner.
Oh, never mind that. I only saw the clip part and was like, wait, what are we looking at?
No, I didn't bring out my capo right now. I'm just going to be using my Elite Acoustic M26. It's really nice. It's their new line. I remember last year I used my little pink A1 BR8, but this one is kind of monitor style. You can still put it up on a post, and it has 6 channels and effects and Bluetooth and USB port to charge your phone when I'm street performing, and it's just got it all. I use it to jam out at home even without my guitar. I'm just like plug in my radio from Bluetooth, and yeah, I love it.
It's like a Swiss Army knife of guitar amps.
Exactly. And it's rechargeable. They're great. I'm stoked to be working with them. I am also stoked that I'm now with DiMarzio. They the pickup in the sound hole of my guitar is a Black Angel by DiMarzio, and it just picks up the authentic sound of the acoustic. It's got a magnet that picks up the vibration of the strings, and so it's not going to, if I tap on accident, it's not going to pick that up. But I will be doing tapping, so I have a separate pickup to pick up that. It's chaos.
What does it look like in the back there, those pickups?
The pickup is in the sound hole here.
Oh, okay, so it's actually in the middle.
Yeah, this all these little metal things right here picks up the vibration of the strings. I don't know the technical term for these thingy-majiggers, but they do their job well. I'm not cool enough to know all this stuff.
Okay, it's okay. We can be gear nerds without knowing all the technical terms.
It takes a lot of time to know how to be a gear nerd. I'm just like, toys, they work.
More stuff to play with.
Exactly. It's fun layering, trying new things, Yeah.
All right, well, what song would you like to start off with?
Let me see what tuning I'm in. Okay, so this song, I was thinking, the name is still up in the air, but I'm thinking about calling it Staycation, and I'm working on a music video for it next week. I've got the music video all planned out. It's the name of the song I'm not firm on yet, but I'll have a music video released in about 6 weeks for it. And it's my newest song, so it'll be the first time I've played it live or recorded or anything, so this is a special moment.
You got the exclusive.
Yeah, so we'll call this a Staycation. I was thinking about it when we took a walk. I was like, you know what, I think I'll name it that. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, well, let's hear Staycation.
All right, thank you. Going. like it went quicker than it usually does. I might have skipped some things. I don't know. I'm going to retune quickly for the next song. That's okay. Oh, why did I do my tuner?
Tuning song.
Yeah. I really should be better at talking and tuning. But I just don't feel like I have anything interesting to say. Why don't you pick them up, tell them about these delicious donuts we're eating on. And they also have gluten-free donuts.
They do. These guys have all these donuts.
Gluten-free is the way to be.
I'm
But
gonna
they're
have
pretty
a donut.
popular.
I'm gonna have a donut right now.
Yeah, do it. Eat it on camera.
Are you allowed to eat
Don't we
on
all
camera?
I think we all crave eating on
Look,
camera.
this is a sesame donut with sesame seeds on it. This is like
Marketing.
mega sesame donut.
I thought you said something. I'm not going to say it.
That is levels of sesame.
Yeah.
So meta.
While you enjoy your donut, I'm going to provide you music and tunes to
Thank
go
you.
with your meal.
I'm just gonna sit here and bask in the donut musical glory.
The name doesn't go with the donut eating, but this song is called Falling Out of Love.
Okay.
All right.
I'm for it.
and Gil. Curious, what time is it? How much time? Oh, one more out. Because we were talking about maybe him joining in on a song. What that song? You want to do that? You don't? Are we equipped for that? Okay. Yeah, he's going to get out his Ebo. Ebo? Is that how you pronounce it right?
Oh yeah, we brought all the toys today.
All the toys. You want to explain what that toy is? Because I want one. My old roommate used to have one, and I was like...
So this is a little magic box of sorcery.
Yep.
Right here. I don't know how it works.
I do. It vibrates the strings to ring out the tone.
Yes, but how?
Magic. Definitely.
Exactly.
Absolutely magic.
So, yeah, you just kind of hover it above the string like this. It makes these amazing, ghostly, wispy sounds. And it's pretty amazing.
So I'm going to play my song Love vs. Logic. I did it last year with beatboxing. Now this year with this guy and that tool right there. And it's going to be a different song now.
Yeah,
right?
let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Let's see how this goes.
That has never happened before. It will never happen again.
That's fun. So I've done that song twice now at this KPSU Live.
Yeah.
A different twist every time.
Did you save me any sesame donut?
There is still.
There's like 2 bites.
I just want a bite of it.
Oh, you want his?
Actual
Okay.
sesame seed.
Yes. Thank you, Sesame Donuts, for providing us fabulous
you.
donuts.
Yeah, sesame.
And of course, we had to have the namesake Sesame Donut with the sesame seeds on it here.
Yeah, clever.
I appreciate having the little product placement while I was doing my little Facebook and Twitter and Instagram feeds for you guys, tagging all the things.
Wonderful.
Just fun. It's basically what every musician wants, right? Gear and
Donuts.
food.
Yeah, gear, donuts, gear.
Yeah,
Any order.
toys, gears, guitars, food, donuts, all the things.
All right, so switching to some of the random questions. I know I asked you last time you were on here. I'm going to turn over and ask CJ some of these fun ones now.
Uh-oh.
Like, what was the first concert you ever went to?
First concert I ever went to, I think it was the Now and Zen Fest with Alanis Morissette headlining, actually, believe it or not, in San Francisco. At, I think it was Golden Gate Park, I believe. Yeah.
That
Barely
is,
remember that. I was pretty young.
I was going to say, that's a pretty tough one for anyone to top as far as epic first concerts.
Yeah, I definitely did not appreciate it at the time. I was just going there with the parents and with the friends, and okay, this will be cool. But after I left, I definitely I came to appreciate it as the night went on, I guess.
Here we go. What was the first concert you went to that you bought the tickets for?
Must have been a Dave Matthews concert, probably at the Shoreline in Mountain View, California. Yeah, I love Dave Matthews. Probably one of my biggest musical influences. Actually started out playing guitar by learning Dave Matthews. Well, I started out with an electric guitar with Offspring and a lot of these punk bands. My friend Tim taught me power chords over the phone while I was living in Kentucky, several thousand miles away. And then Dave Matthews was really my first introduction into acoustic guitar. I really liked the way the band played together and all that. So yeah, and my first concert, many of my concerts have been Dave shows. So yeah, that was my friends and I did whenever we got a spare chance. So.
How can you compete with that, Amber?
I was getting rid of all the sesame seeds I was covered in because I was over here pigging out during your interview. So I just heard Alanis Morissette and what was my first concert? It was Cypress Hill and Lincoln Park and Papa Roach and Disturbed. They were all at one show in Chicago, and my older brother took me. And I appreciated half of those bands at the time, and then later was like, oh, I saw them, but I didn't know I saw them at the time because I was like 13. But yeah, that was my first concert. It was pretty cool. Yeah, my older brother took me, and it was cool. Yeah.
Good job, older brother.
Yeah, he was actually the reason I wanted to play guitar. He's about 10 years older, and he'd have band practice. He was bass player, and he'd just jump all over the room, and I'd go to all of his band practices. His singer would be missing, or the drummer's missing, but I'm there. Like, I made it. And I remember always just wishing, like, I wish he would just ask me to come up. I know all the songs. I'll sing them. I was a little girl. I was, you don't want to ask your little sister to get in. They let me mess around one time, and it was like, yes, finally. I felt like a band manager quietly in my head. I'm like, he needs to change his vocals and do this and that. Like, I had all these opinions about their band all the time. But yeah, I think that was definitely a huge influence on me playing music, was seeing my brother in his band. Yeah.
Nothing like sibling jealousy to motivate someone.
Yeah, well, it was more like envy. He was 10 years older, and they were cool, and they were like, you'd see their band name on outside of bars and stuff. And I'm like, that's my brother's band, And finally, me and my friend started learning guitar, a bunch of Nirvana songs, and just kept going from there and progressing and changing genres.
Does your brother comment or support your music now? What does he have to say?
Well, my family lives in Indiana. They support me any way they can. They're busy with life and things there, but I'll be in Indiana, I think around July. So I'm pretty excited to see my family and friends again and do some shows out there. But yeah, they're supportive.
It's awesome. Nothing like having family comment on a social media post.
Yeah. They're not always on social media. They probably won't find out till Tuesday that I'm doing this feed right here or something, you know. I'm like, oh, look at that. I missed it. That's okay.
There you go. So tell me a bit about the music you have out now. Where can people find your music? Where's the best place to go?
Okay. Definitely my website. I have my music available online. You can download an MP3 of the album, and I sell the albums in person. I'm working on a new recording because my original EP is like, it could be better. I'm just, it's not mastered, it was just a friend of mine helping me out, and so, just to have it out there.
Don't let her fool you. It's amazing.
He was the first person to buy my album, actually. I was stoked because like the little cha-ching sound happened. I'm like, what? And it was
everybody should go buy it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you buy my album, I get bring in on things like this, right?
Yeah, just keep bringing the donuts. Yeah.
Bring the donuts and you're in. But yeah, all the information's on my website. To keep up with what I'm working on in real time, just follow my Instagram, because even when the riffs still sound raw and not professional, I post it. I'm like, here, this is what I'm working on. It's going to be better next week, but this is it right now because I'm excited. And then I'll probably delete it later. But I'd say that's my most active social media would be through Instagram. Yeah.
It's funny how artists are always the most self-critical.
Oh,
It's like you hear someone's raw talent, you're like, oh, that's amazing. But then the artist themselves is like, no, let me polish this.
That's definitely me. People are like, you're humble. And I'm like, I don't know if humble's the word. I'm like, I just hate my music sometimes. But like, I love it. And then once I write something new, I'm over it. I'm like, I don't need that song anymore. It has to be really good for me to continue to like it over the years. Because over the years you change, and then that song reminds you of that period of your life, and you're just ready to move forward with new music. Because you never stop creating or evolving your sound.
Right. And you mentioned that CJ here picked up your album, bought it online. Yeah. Is that how you guys got together and met, or how did you guys meet?
Facebook. We're friends on Facebook. That's how he heard about my album, and he purchased the album, and I was like, he was the first one, so I was like, did everything turn out right? Did you download it? Let me know how this worked out, because
we got to troubleshoot the online purchasing process.
Yeah, because there was an issue at first, and I was thankful he reached out to me like, hey, there's an issue with your album, which is cool, because somebody might have just had an issue and been like, not going to buy it. I needed to know how to troubleshoot it. But yeah, we met in real life like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he came to my show, and I was like, I know that guy.
Yeah, at Ecliptic. That was a good show.
Yeah, that was fun. That was my first show with this guitar. I'm excited to start writing and putting it in my videos and working with it more, getting to know her a little more. We're still like acquaintances. Like, we're still getting to know each other. But yeah.
Do you ever name your guitars?
I don't. Everyone always asks me about that. I name them whatever. Like, this is my gopher wood guitar, and I sold my Martin to a friend in Indiana. And I don't really name them. I think I'll name a guitar when it's like a personal friend luthier handcrafting this insane instrument. I would name that guitar possibly. Right now, it's just my gopher wood.
Do you name your guitars?
No, same deal with it. Actually, the very first guitar I bought, first acoustic guitar I bought with my money that I really fell in love with. I actually did name it, and I named it Amber.
Oh, that's right. You
yes, I did.
That's so awesome.
So crazy coincidence. Everything comes full circle.
Yeah.
This one though, I don't know. I kind of felt the same way. I haven't actually named it. It's the Taylor, but it is. We do know each other very, very well. Yeah. And the relationship goes pretty deep. Yeah. Sometimes we fight, but sometimes we don't talk for maybe a week. But she always comes back to me. So.
Yeah, that's love.
Yeah.
That's true love. So with your first guitar, Amber, did everybody ask you if it was the color of your energy?
No.
Because that's usually
it was the color of the guitar, though. Which is where that
there
came
you go.
From. Yeah.
Fun. I was going to ask.
Yeah. Clever.
Yeah. Well, it's just, my name's Amber, so I hear that all the time. Like, oh, it's the color of your energy. And I'm like, oh, the song. I love that song.
Is there any other fun things that people ask you as a musician?
Oh, yeah. The most common one, anyone in fingerstyle knows this question. What tuning are you in? That's always the question. And usually it's an alternate tuning, and there's not just a simple word like drop D or D major 7. It's like I'd have to go through all 6 strings and tell you what the notes are, and I don't have time for that. You know?
I don't know about the other fingerstylists, but I only use crazy tunings because I don't know how to play real chords.
Right.
And so most of these tunings are nice because they're open tuning. So if you just don't even touch it with your left hand, and that's a chord.
You just slap it and you got a song.
That's music.
Yeah.
So that's a secret. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say that, so I'm sorry.
You told the secret.
I know. I'm giving away the secrets here.
You gotta pay for it. No, alternate tunings and open tunings are great because, especially if you aren't. For me, I'm not educated in music theory. I've never had guitar lessons, and with open tuning, I feel like I don't need to know all those chords to get the sounds I want because it's, easier to get the sound and everything kind of works together. So. It's a little bit more free way of creating, I feel. But that's the most common question. What tuning are you in? How many years have you been playing? Sometimes, usually also being compared to a couple of the fingerstyle artists that everyone knows, like Mckee, Antoine Dufour, Preston Reed. Most common thing is, you ever heard of Michael Hedges? Like, of course, he's the man.
Who is Michael Hedges?
Are you serious? There's the door.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm leaving.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's funny because I learned about Michael Hedges later. I started with Andy Mckee and Antoine Dufour, and they learned and stemmed from Michael Hedges' music. He just passed before my time of finding his music, but he's basically like the person who paved the way for most of my idols and your idols.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the scene. It's a small community. I think it's getting more popular now because of videos such as this. It's one thing to hear beautiful music. It's another to see people playing weird,
You do hit the guitar a bit and make it a percussive instrument too, which is more entertaining to watch.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Maybe people aren't comprehending what they're hearing. And then now that we live in the time of YouTube, it's, favorable to watch. Yeah.
At what point did you decide to make it a percussive instrument too? Did it go with the fingerstyling or did it come later?
There's a lot of percussive elements in fingerstyle music, a lot of harmonics, things like that. First song I learned was Andy Mckee Drifting, which is kind of like the Nirvana Teen Spirit of fingerstyle. Like most people start with that song because it's got 80 million views, so everyone knows that song, and there's a lot of stuff going on in that song. And that one has percussive elements, so I think that was what helped me tap into percussion. But now approaching guitar playing, it's not just about learning scales and learning new chords and techniques. It's about playing music, not so much playing the guitar. I'm not trying to be a great blues player. I'm just trying to play music, and it could have percussive elements. It can have that little toy he had, the ebow, all these different sounds to create music, not so much just to play guitar.
So when you're writing a song, do you already have kind of that sound in your head then and you're looking for it? Or how does it start?
Sometimes I think usually it starts with a rhythm or something for me. Or I'll find a unique tuning and say, oh, this sounds cool, and just slap my fingers around like a child and not know what I'm doing. And I'll hear a couple sounds and pick them out and try to consciously figure out how to get from one point to another and bridge it together. And then sometimes the song takes a complete turn and changes from everything you wrote, but those qualities still benefit the future of the song.
How about you? Tell me about your songwriting process. Does it start with a rhythm or a sound in your head? Where does it go?
Well, if I'm playing off what she said, a lot of times it'll kind of take off a different direction than you planned. There's a song that I've been trying to write for the last probably 2 years, and every time I start writing it, it turns into a different song. And so that original idea is still floating around in there and hasn't fully evolved out yet. So you never really know where it's going to go. For me, arranging and writing songs is a lot more of a challenge. I like playing around. I like finding the riffs, but taking them and remembering them and playing them over and over again enough times to actually memorize them and then stitching them together into a full song. That's always been a daunting process for me. I see some people, they show up at their gigs and, hey, I wrote this song on the way here. And I'm like, I'm not allowed to say those words on TV. But yeah, it's an interesting process.
How do you really know when a song's actually done then?
It's never
That's
done.
a great question.
For me, the song is never done. The only reason it's done is because I say to myself, well, I have to, if I want to put this onto a CD or if I want to record this, eventually I have to stop changing it. So
Yeah.
if it wasn't for that limitation, I would just keep on changing it and tweaking it.
Yeah, that was a really good question. Songs are almost never done, which is why I think most musicians struggle with recording, because we record when it's finished and perfect. And is it ever perfect? Is it ever finished? I have things I've recorded that have changed since then. It's more just capturing the song in a time of your life, and then later it usually evolves or changes. But completing a song is the hardest. I could play you 8 million cool riffs that have no ending or whatever. And also when you're writing and you're looping, you get so familiarized with the song, it's hard to find a finish because you just already know all the notes that you've come up with. And to figure out something outside of that is a struggle sometimes. You can tell how lazy I am by the end of some of my songs because I'll just stop and hit harmonic. We're done here.
Nobody has to know.
Yeah, if I did country music, it'd be much easier because you just finish with now. That's how you end a song in country music. In fingerstyle, I don't know. Slap it. I almost did something. You slap it or strum it. I don't know. I don't know how to really finish it.
Yeah, I think that's the point. There's no rules, right?
Yeah, there's no rules.
Just go make some music.
Just a bullhorn. Finish it off with some awkward sound. Just so I don't know. But yeah, that was a good question. Finishing a song is torment.
Well, we've almost finished the show here. Anything else you want to make sure we plugged or mentioned or said hi to?
I want to thank Bruce Rash for connecting us with you and for being an amazing friend. And he has been one of my biggest supporters. He's helped me with my album and putting it together because he has faith in me, and he actually loves my music. And I'm like, what? So whenever he's around, I play a song for him because he loves Portland Dance, which is the name of my EP. But I'm very appreciative of him and his friendship. So thanks, Bruce.
Yes, thank you, Bruce. Bruce is also an amazing guitarist, and I wish he was here to play with you today, like he was last time. But another time, I will hunt you down, Bruce, and get you on here again. Any other final words for you?
No, just get out there and make some music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for listening to KPSU and for watching on PSU television.